and welcome back to the second part of this tutorial. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the size of the font or the font size for each of these components. Then we'll put together a function. After that, the function that will also drive this button. So let's exit out. First of all, I'm going to use my flag to reset that. And yes, so let's go back here. First of all, let's take care of all of these components. So I'm going to change that to about 40. Let's come right down here. 40. I'm now going to select bold. I just leave it the way it is. This one as well, make that 40. So that's going to be plain there. And these two here, just change them to 40 as well. There we go. Done. Now that those are taken care of, let's add the various countries that we're going to be converting the currency. Let's add them onto the combo box. So you come right down here, you need what you need is you need a model. That's it right there. Click on that and just enter your countries in there. So I'm going to start with Great Britain. So that's Great Britain pound. So let's just add Britain in there. The next is going to be Canada. So let's say Canadian dollar. And next, I'm going to add Nigeria and change that to Nigerian Naira. There. And add 7 more. There we go. Okay, those are all the countries that I've added. You guys can always add as many countries as you like. So I'm going to copy this. Let's copy those and click on OK. So this one is sorted. For the second one, select that. Come straight to the model there and just paste what I've copied. You see, that's taken care of as well. Now that that is done, let's go into our source. And what I want to do now is I want to add my function that I will use to actually carry out the calculations. So let's put a space in there. And you see underneath here, right underneath here, I'm just going to put a comment because in between the commented line, I'm going to make another one. That's where I'm going to add my function. There we go. Right in between the commented line, I'm going to start by saying public double. And let's give my function a name. I'll call that convert currency. And it's going to be double as well. Then the name that I'm going to be using, the variable. The first one is known as amount, comma. The next one is going to be string, and I'll call that from currency, comma, another string to currency. There, that will be for the countries. Okay, country currency and the country I'm exchanging the currency to. Enter a curly braces, or you can call that statement block. Right. So I'm going to get a map to to map all of my converted currency to double. So let's say double. Yeah. And next, I will say rate conversion. I'm going to call that conversion rate. That would be the object that I will use to carry out a conversion. That will be new hash map. And there we go. Now that that is taken care of, now we're going to get this conversion rate to lay out all of the currency that I intend to convert. The dot put, and the very first one is going to be that of Great Britain. Because a comma 1.0. That's the rate, conversion rate for Great Britain. Okay, now that's imported anyway. The next one is going to be, so let's just copy this. The next one, just change that across. I need 10 of those. So I have 10 countries there. There we go. And this one is going to be Canada. And the exchange rate, I'm going to make that about 1.7. Then followed by Nigeria, I'm going to make that 674 or 5 points, maybe 20 or whatever. And next, let's say Mexico. This is Nigeria. Let's change that to Nigeria, NGM. And Mexico, that will be MXN. And that will be about 29 point something. 29.75. And so on. Okay, so that is it. All done for each of the countries. Like I said, you can always add more countries. So next thing is I'm going to use an if statement. If is not conversion rate that contain the keys. So let's say conversion rates dot contain key objects that I want. So in this case, I'm talking of the from currency. So paste that in here, or to currency that contain to currency. Let's copy all of these and change it. Paste that in here, and this one become to currency. So in that case, I want it to throw an exception. So that is going to be true. New legal argument. Exception. Okay, throw a legal argument exception. I'm just going to enter in there invalid currency. There we go. So enter semicolon there. Else, I would like you to return the amount. We say multiply that by conversion rate, and dot get to currency, and let's divide that by conversion rate dot get from currency, and that. Okay, that is it done. I'm just taking care of my function that will take care of the calculations for me. Brilliant. So we can now call this function within our button. So let's save that and go to my design view. Now come straight here. You see the conversion button, right click on it, select add event handler, action and action perform. First of all, we're gonna have to declare some variables. So my variables, let's say it's gonna be double anyway. So let's say double amount there. Then let's say string from currency. I need another one. I can just put a comma. Then to currency. Very good. Get rid of this. Okay, I also need another one for amount. That's going to be, let's call it convert amount. So those are the variables I intend to use. Now that we have our variables, I'm going to first of all use try cache. Okay, and let's enter a cache statement here as well. So it's a cache, and is going to be, let's say, number formatted exception. I'm gonna call that EX, and then okay. So I have my try catch statement that will undo any error in there. So first of all, let it try. Let's say amount is going to be equals double. So let's grab hold of amount is that here. That is going to be equals double dot pass double. And what am I passing? I'm actually passing the value inside txt amount. That is where you enter your number dot get x. There we go. So that's the first one taken care of. And the next one, if we enter invalid data here, this is where the cache comes in. Okay, right here. I'm gonna say J option plain dot show message. Show message. Show message dialog. And inside this dialog, I'm going to say this comma, please enter a valid number. Yeah, that will do. Please enter a valid number, and let's put a comma there and add an exclamation sign. The exclamation. Then J option, put a comma there. J option dot display error message. Error message. There we go. Okay, now that that is done, I'm going to clear the text box, and because this needs to be cleared, and we also need to get it focused. So jtxt.amount dot set, that it was clear. There we go. Now jtxt again dot request focus. There we go. All right, so that is taken care of. Once it's focused, and I want you to return that does return. Okay, so that's taken care of. Let's see this. Okay then, that is fine. Now let's come right underneath here first. All right, let's sort this out. This error, then I can continue. I think I'm going to change this to, instead of this, I'm going to change it to no. There we go. That takes care of that. All right, now let's take care of the calculation itself. So I'm going to say from currency, that's going to be equals J from currency. That is the combo box. Dot get selected item. Yeah, and that's going to be the string to string dot substring. No, that should be 0 0 comma 3. There we go. First one taken care of, so I might as well just copy. We can just change it around. Copy. And the next one is going to be to currency, and change this one to the combo box known as to J2 currency combo box. And that is it. So we just now need to now grab hold of convert here, amount convert, is that right underneath here, and that is going to be equals my currency my currency function here, this one. Grab hold of that and just paste it here. So what are we converting? We are converting as follows. That is going to be amount just all these amounts, and we'll copy that, paste that in here, and I'm also taking care of the strings from and from currency and to currency. There we go. Okay, all of that is done. Now the last part of it is to take care of the or to add it onto the other display component, which is txt amount, the amount converted. Txt amount converted dot set text. And what text are we setting? Okay, we're setting the following, but first of all, we need to be able to add. Okay, let's add that. And okay, here you notice I've changed that to string.format, and this will actually give me convert the rate to 2 decimal place for me. So in there I have my amount current, then this very amount will display, and the country currency I've converted it to. This is the country converted from, the amount, and the country that it was converted to, and that is it. Okay, I think that is all done. I'm going to save that, and let's run it and see. Bring this down so that you guys see the codes. Okay, those are the lines of code. So let's run it and enter whatever amount in there. Convert to maybe Australian. Click on that. There we go, guys. Look at that. See, to 2 decimal place. Okay, let's change that to China, Swiss. Let's try Europe, and let's try Nigeria. Okay, let's try Mexico, Canada. There, and change the sum. There we go. So guys, you see, that is how you create your own currency converter in Eclipse using Java programming language. So with that, guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this brilliant tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it. And please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. I'm also going to put one of these together on my second channel. So I'm gonna say bye for now. You all have a nice day, guys.